Hey guys.
Bravo les gars, c'est bien.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The breakaway didn't get far. Watch out for counter moves.
The breakaway is 3 kilometers from the intermediate sprint. The breakaway is upping the tempo at the head of the race. It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily.
The gap between the peloton and the escapees is stable. Last time checked with the breakaway, 1 minute. The riders are approaching the feed zone. They'll then reach the only classified climb before the finishing line. The second intermediate sprint is approaching. The winner will pocket 20 points in the green jersey classification.
The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton.
The breakaway is managing to hold off the peloton. The gap seems to have stabilized. We'll have to keep something in reserve if we want to get away in the final kilometers. Less than 20 kilometers left for the group at the front.
The breakaway is unlikely to go all the way down. Watch out for counter moves.
Bravo les gars.
Allez le gros.
Bravo les gars.
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standing. Just 5 more kilometers. We are heading for a grouped finish.
Bravo les gars, c'est bien. Allez les gars, courage.
Only 2 kilometers left.
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite.
The red pennant is in sight. Another kilometre of climbing for the front of the race.
Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy for an attack. A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
He succeeded in avoiding all the pitfalls to win today. Here is today's stage winner. He tops the standings and will receive the traditional honours. Here's the yellow jersey of this stage. We can say that everything is going well for him. He will climb onto the podium. We can say that
Huge congratulations for this win, guys. Our chances of victory were virtually nil. This is an outstanding performance. You beat all the favorites. We take the polka dot jersey. Great work, guys. It's the final stage, guys. The profile is special, with one major difficulty that should decide between the climbers. The scenario looks to be simple, and everything should be settled on the final climb. We'll have to keep awake for the polka dot jersey. There are enough points at stake for us to lose first place. Be on your guard. We don't have what it takes to play a prominent role. If we want to make a showing, we'll have to join the early breakaway. Good luck, guys!
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We should witness a one-climb race today. The teams of the favourites should manage affairs up to the foot of the Montagne de Lure, from where the front-runners will fight it out to the stage win.
Guys, it's the last day and it's the most difficult. Everything should be played out on the Montagne de Lure, be it the stage or the GC. That's where the time differences will be made. Enjoy yourselves. The others are fed up because you're not making enough effort. They'll no doubt try and drop you.
The Col de Mur is not very steep, barely 4%, but it's long enough to favour a breakaway by riders with some climber qualities. The first king of the mountain summit is classified as a category 3. There will be 2 points and 1 point to be scored at the top. The time gap between the peloton and the escapees is stationary.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. The first riders have reached the intermediate sprint.
The gap isn't changing much. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey. The next King of the Mountains summit is ranked as a third category. Only the first 2 riders over the top will score points towards the best climber classification. The feed zone is in sight for the head of the race. Riders will be able to pick up some nourishment. The rider who wins the next intermediate sprint will pocket 20 points towards the green jersey classification.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
The breakaway is being reeled in. It will be difficult to withstand the return of the yellow jersey. There will be 2 points and 1 point towards the best climber classification at the top of the next difficulty. The next difficulty is also classified as third category. The first 2 to the top score 2 and 1 point towards the polka dot jersey. The breakaway is being reeled in. It will be difficult to withstand the return of the yellow jersey. The climb is ranked as first category. There will therefore be 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 and 1 point for the best climber jersey. At the top of the Montagne de Lieu.
Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy to attack.
Vas-y, fonce.
Continue comme ça. Allez,
Vas-y, continue.
You're ahead of the group with the favorites by 30 seconds. You're on your way to the top spot of the white jersey standings. It's great. Keep going, kid. try to manage things so that you don't blow up before the line.
Less than 2 kilometers from the finish. The leading men will soon be under the red pennant. Who will come out on top today?
Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall. Come on, give it everything you've got. Believe it. Seem to be running on empty. Lift your foot if you don't want to blow up.
He is all smiles as he climbs onto the podium. Applaud him. Here is today's stage winner. He will climb onto the podium to receive his... He's in sparkling. He will climb onto the podium to receive...
Huge congratulations for this win, guys. Our chances of victory were virtually nil. This is an outstanding performance. You beat all the favorites. We finish with the polka dot jersey. It's great. Congratulations to you all. You fought well. I'm proud of you. Hi guys, welcome to the briefing for this first stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and it harbours no particular difficulties. A sprint finish is more than likely. This stage is of no interest. We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is, you didn't prove me wrong. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. Today's route is hilly and a leg breaker. Perfect for attacking, which should suit the punchers, and an opportunity to lead the general classification. Even if the stage isn't
Hello, cycling fans everywhere. Even though the terrain is slightly more uneven than yesterday, today's stage also seems to be earmarked for the sprinters. The various short climbs shouldn't trouble them, and so we can look forward to a mass sprint finish that will bring down the curtain. The breakaway didn't get far. Watch out for counter moves.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The gap is decreasing. The peloton has not given up. 1.5 minutes for the breakaway. It might just work. Time gap stabilized. The first points classification sprint is coming up. There will be 20 points for the winner of the intermediate sprint. Things will be easy today in the polka dot jersey classification, because all the King of the Mountain climbs are ranked as 4th category. There will therefore be 1 point to be pocketed on each classified climb. A new climb is approaching for the head of the race.
The breakaway is upping the tempo at the head of the race. It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
At the front of the race, it's time to pick up something to eat. the occasion for the riders to pick up the musette for the final phase of the stage. The gap between the peloton and the escapees is stable. Things are going to liven up now. With a quick succession of short climbs as well as the second intermediate sprint to be contested.
The gap is widening. No need to panic, guys. There's nobody dangerous for the overall standings. Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy for an attack. King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group.
Allez, vas-y, continue, continue.
Here's the positions over the last climb. The gap is growing. Don't worry. They're not well placed in the overall standings. The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton.
Last time check with the breakaway, 1 minute. The second intermediate sprint is in sight for the front of the race. An unusual sprint, since it will be fought out on a short climb.
We've reached the closing stretch, guys. You need to be up front right now so you don't get caught out. Because of the narrow roads. Come on, guys. We need to score. It's essential if we want to strengthen our position as leader. We're professional leaders. Come on, keep at it.
Vas-y, continue, continue.
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings.
Bravo. Allez, on attaque, allez, on se bouge.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
Breakaway over.
You're over-revving. Reduce the tempo or you'll pay the price.
This stage is his. He was the strongest. Here is today. He tops the stage. He's amongst the. We can say.
We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is you didn't prove me wrong. It's the final stage, guys. This is our last chance to try and take the polka dot jersey. Mathematically, it's...
Hello and welcome to all. To bring down the curtain on this Brace Cup, the organisers have again mapped out a stage that should satisfy the punchers. With 6 ascents of the Côte de Cadoudal, there's no doubt that victory is destined to a strong rider, be it for the stage or the general classification.
Guys, today the stage starts off as a regular road race without any real difficulty. But you finish up with 5 laps of 13.8 kilometers. It's a tiring and winding circuit. So you'll have to stay well placed and keep something in reserve for as long as possible. Have a good stage.
The breakaway didn't get far. Watch out for counter moves.
Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy for an attack.
Breakaway over.
Continuez comme ça. Continuez comme ça. Allez. Bravo les gars.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. The breakaway riders are increasing the gap. They are not dangerous for the overall standings. We can let them go. The breakaway is 3 kilometers from the intermediate sprint.
The gap is decreasing. The peloton has not given up. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. "30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
The front of the peloton is 3 kilometers from the intermediate sprint.
The break is still not done. It's difficult to escape today. The race is now entering the feed zone. The gap between the peloton and the escapees is stable.
The breakaway is upping the tempo at the head of the race. It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily.
Allez, continuez comme ça.
Allez les gars.
Allez, allez. Ouais, allez, ouais.
King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group.
first time across the finishing line for the men in front. They've got 5 laps to complete before their day's done.
Here's the positions over the last climb. We've taken control of the overall standings. Great stuff. Keep it up.
Allez, courage, on continue. Allez, plus vite.
Allez, on lâche rien.
Allez, vas-y.
Allez, 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 allez.
In front, he's the best placed in the overall standings.
Allez, allez, allez.
Allez, on attaque, allez, on se brûle.
Allez, vas-y, fonce.
Allez, on attaque, allez, on poursuit.
Allez, courage, on continue.
Plus vite.
Allez, courage, on continue.
Allez, on lâche rien. Allez, plus vite, plus vite.
The gap is growing. Don't worry. They're not well placed in the overall standings.
The breakaway's managing to hold off the peloton. The gap seems to have stabilized. The men at the front are again at the foot of the Cadoudal. They've got just under 30 kilometers left to race.
King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group. Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy for an attack.
30 seconds lead for the head of the race. We'll have to keep something in reserve if we want to get away in the final kilometers.
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite.
He succeeded in avoiding all the pitfalls to win today. He tops the...
We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is you didn't prove me wrong.